Welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. In today's episode, I just wanted to go over some technical analysis with TFUEL and THETA, show you where we're at with those. Then I'm going to talk about a trade I just made on TFUEL as well, and the lesson I took away from that, because I actually didn't take my own advice from the last previous video. And then I'll talk about the trade that I'm making with CHAINLINK. Then we're going to go in and talk about Kevin O'Leary and his whole shift in position on Bitcoin and why he thinks Bitcoin hitting $100,000 is not a crazy price. So we'll go into that, just cover a quick interview with him for about 3 minutes on that, and then I want to take you over and talk to you about Ethereum, the decentralized applications, and what that means for the corporate landscape moving forward with the future of corporate America and business as a whole. Okay, so getting started here, guys. Man, TFUEL and THETA are really on a tear right now. Right now on TFUEL we're at 17 cents, a little over that. And on THETA we hit a psychological barrier of $5 and broke right through that. That is great news for THETA and TFUEL as a whole. My own personal opinion is I believe we're getting ready to see parabolic moves in THETA and TFUEL here in the not so distant future. And I'm going to show you what happened to CHAINLINK when it hit its $5 psychological barrier, and we'll go ahead and compare the two real quick. So getting into it, guys, here's what happened. When I say I didn't take my own advice, I should probably listen to myself, because I had TFUEL marked at a target of 19 cents on my last video, so you can go back and watch that if you want. We did hit 19 cents. Now, we had a downtrend going last week, and that video I shot was from last week, and the downtrend, I got out right here where this yellow circle is. I'm on a 4-hour chart right now. I thought we were going to get rejected on the downtrend and then head lower, and then I was maybe going to buy on a dip, right? Well, I started thinking about it, and I was like, it's probably not a bad idea to pay yourself, right? I've been saying that as we go through the bull market, the last thing you want to do is look at your portfolio if you're holding long term, and then watch it increase over time, right? And let's say your portfolio goes to 100,000. You don't want to look at that the whole time and think it's going to continue going higher without pulling some profits out and rewarding yourself. And that's exactly what I did with TFUEL. Okay, TFUEL hit 19 cents, and I thought maybe we'd get rejected. So I was like, you know what? I've been in this trade with TFUEL for 7 months. Okay, I started accumulating back in August, and I took $1,495 as of Friday. I liquidated 80% of my TFUEL. Okay, and I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt for this now. So pay attention here, because you can learn something from this. This is me not listening to me. Okay, most of the time I would say, shit, I was wrong. Well, I was actually right, and I went against my own advice that I was giving you guys, and now I'm kicking myself in the ass for it. So kind of a funny story here. So anyways, I got out, and I took $1,495, turned it into $17,262. I'm still in TFUEL. I haven't completely liquidated, so I was able to make some profit on this move up here, but my bags were smaller, so my profits are smaller. No big deal. But since I missed this move, I was like, well, let me look at some other opportunities. Okay, there's other projects out there besides THETA and TFUEL, and guys, that's the beautiful thing about the crypto market, is there's other projects that are going to be moving in price, faster than what THETA and TFUEL are right now, because they have more volume. One example of those is CHAINLINK. Okay, now if you don't know anything about CHAINLINK, you can go to my website, academyofcrypto.com, right here, and then go to crypto projects and then top projects in blockchain. If you scroll down, CHAINLINK is one of the projects that I put in my top picks. Okay, so I've invested in CHAINLINK. I was in CHAINLINK back when it was, under $5. Okay, and I watched it literally move in price from $5 all the way up to 20 bucks. And I'll talk about that here in a minute because it has something to do with Theta and what Theta is doing right now. So CHAINLINK, I got in here at about $30 and about 55 cents, 58 cents. We broke we broke the downward trend on the daily, and this was as of yesterday. So I saw a good opportunity to get in on CHAINLINK, and that's what you're looking for on a setup is something like this. Okay, let me get rid of all this noise here. You see we broke that downtrend right there and then shot up. That's what you want on a setup when you're getting ready to trade. So anybody who's planning on trading and getting in and out of markets, this is what you're looking for. So you got your downtrend. We broke the downtrend. We're heading up. And if we go back to the 4 hour, right now it looks like we're getting ready to form a new higher low. So we got a low right here, and we're getting ready to form a new higher low on the chart. And that's what I'm looking for on CHAINLINK. The target that I have in place, so if we just go up from here to here, we'll come back down, kind of retest the bottom right in here somewhere maybe, and then head up to about $34.95. That's the move I'm planning on playing here with CHAINLINK. And I don't really want the price to go below too much where I bought in. So we may come down to about $30, maybe a little under that at 29. So guys, if you're in a trade right now and you're kind of playing a trade similar to what you're seeing here, don't freak out if it comes down a little. It's got to find a new bottom for a higher low, and then off we go and shoot higher. And I'm looking for, again, a target of about $34.95 on CHAINLINK. That's going to give me probably about a $2,500 to $3,000 profit within a few days, maybe a week. But that replaces a full month worth of income from my day job. So I'm okay with that, right? I got out with a 1700% return on TFUEL, even though I didn't take my own advice. Kind of kicking myself in the butt for it, but that's okay. What I'm planning on doing, though, and this is just my strategy, okay, it's not financial advice. I'm not recommending people go out and actually do this because my tolerance for risk and losing money is a lot higher than most people just due to the fact that I've been doing this for so damn long. So, I told you, everybody who's holding TFUEL, hold on to your TFUEL. I'm not changing my position on that for you, even though I decided, hey, you know what? Let me take some profits. I've been in this trade for 7 months. Let me get out, go look for another opportunity while it retraces, and then build my bags up and buy in at lower prices. Well, it didn't do that. We're just hitting all-time new highs, setting new higher lows, and I think we're getting ready to go parabolic here. The reason why I say that is because CHAINLINK. Look what happened here. We go back to the daily chart on CHAINLINK and go all the way back, right there around like the $5 mark. Before we hit $5, we were at like 480, right? And that was right here on July 20th, late July. From late July 20th all the way to August 15th, we literally went from under $5 to damn near $20, 1982, somewhere around there. Okay, and that's what happened when CHAINLINK broke the $5 barrier psychological mark. Now, what do you think is going to happen to THETA? Because THETA right now just broke that $5 mark, guys. Honestly, I think THETA and TFUEL are about to see something really similar in price movement as to what you saw with CHAINLINK. Because guys, look, if we go all the way back here, back in December, on December 11th, we were at 68 cents on December 11th. We're now just in early March, and we're already at $5. Okay, so the pattern in price movement is almost similar to what happened with CHAINLINK, as far as like the price moving and going up. Now that we hit that psychological barrier, I think what we're getting ready to see is a parabolic move in TFUEL and THETA. And my plan again, it's just to make a few $1,000s profit on CHAINLINK, see where we're at, see if we get rejected at the resistance level that I had there at 34.95. But I do want to buy up TFUEL. I'm going to go back in and try to buy up my bags on TFUEL. They're not going to be as great as what they were, but I guess that's what I get for not listening to myself. Okay, take my own advice there. So what I'm saying is hold on to your TFUEL. We're going much higher. Okay, because it correlates with theta. The higher theta's price goes, the higher TFUEL's got to go in price too, because for these companies to integrate into the theta blockchain, they've got to acquire TFUEL. So that's technical analysis. Let's go over here to the interview with Kevin O'Leary. He's talking about his deal behind Bitcoin and his 180-degree change in opinion, and why $100,000 Bitcoin price is not crazy. And I'm just going to play through this for about 3 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next piece.
Once vowing to never invest in Bitcoin, Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary has done a 180 and has warmed up to the idea of crypto. We are getting the lowdown from the man himself today. Kevin, welcome back to SansburyInvestor.com. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.
So, Kevin, just, I have to say, when someone's forwarded me the news item yesterday, and I couldn't believe it because I've interviewed you so many times in the past where you were not a fan of Bitcoin. You called it a nothing burger, a garbage investment. So I called Nancy, your director of public relations, and I said, "Is this fake news?" And she said, "No, it's true." So I was like, I need to get Kevin on and know, why the change of heart.
So when facts change, I change. And the reason that I had never participated in crypto was that I'm in a highly regulated business. I have many investments, including my chairmanship of O shares. As you know, we issue under securities laws, and so many other investments I have in fintech. And I don't play in places where the regulator hasn't decided what they're going to do. And what changed my mind, and I was very specific on it, was I'm in the ETF business. And when I saw that the Canadian regulator and the Swiss regulator and many other regulators, that this has happened just in the last 60 days, have opened up to allow a ETF that holds one asset, Bitcoin. Now that's a game changer. There's no question about it. That allows institutions and individuals alike to allocate. And that's number one on the hit parade that really moved me, because I have actually owned crypto since 2017. Ethereum and Bitcoin, but not really been able to speak about it because regulators really frowned on it. And as you're well aware, this is a very controversial issue. Then, of course, in the last 30 days, we've started to see S&P 500 companies, including Tesla and others, start to allocate onto their FX tables. Let me explain what that means. I own an allocation of other currencies. So US, Canadian, Swiss franc, euro, British pound. And I do that for a reason. I want diversity in the actual fiat currency I own, and also at any one time, one currency is doing better vis-a-vis the other. The concern I have right now in the US market is a $1.9 trillion, basically free money helicoptered out of the sky into the economy. Many people are worried about that. You've seen the 10-year go from basically 90 basis points to 1.4 in a very short period of time. How do I hedge myself against that? Now, I can obviously move into more Swiss franc, which has been a rock star stable currency. But at the same time, if the regulator is now opening up to allow me to allocate to crypto, why not? And that's why I did
That's a good
it. And
point.
so, look, I have taken it's been very interesting 2 days. Many interviews like this. But as I say, I'm a pragmatic investor. I think a 3% allocation for me is reasonable. And then a whole host of questions have to be answered in terms of how do I do that?
And I applaud.
Boom, there you go. Yeah, he brings up a good, valid point about the money printing, okay? And people have to understand that that's why Bitcoin is being labeled a digital gold now, is because it's an inflationary hedge against money printing from the central banks. That was the whole reason why it was created back after 2008, okay, was to create liquidity and get people out of that system that we're in so that they would have an alternative system that they can play. Uh, Satoshi Nakamoto is a genius. I mean, whoever that might be, if it's one person or a group of people, uh, and it solved the problem. And now here we are, a decade later, and you're starting to see it play out into fruition for people. But let's switch gears here, and we're going to go over to Cointelegraph. This is an article. I'll leave a link in the description for these two, so you can go read them for yourself. I'm not going to cover them in great detail because this video is getting kind of long-winded. But blockchain tech will bridge the gap between dApps and enterprises. Guys, if you have been following my channel, I've been saying this now for about 2 or 3 months. Okay, and it has everything to do with Ethereum and Solidity programming, which goes into building these decentralized apps. All right, and that leads me to the next piece here, which is this New York Times article where they're talking about the robots are coming for Phil in accounting. Hadn't I been saying in my videos that jobs like HR and accounting and just tracking data in general are going to be obsolete with blockchain? And here's your evidence right here. They've got employee of the month, and it's a I don't know what that is, computer hard drive or something like that. But basically, long story short, they're saying the robots are coming, not to kill you with lasers or beat you in the chest, or even to ferry you around town in a driverless Uber. The robots are here to merge purchase orders into column J and column K of the next quarter's revenue forecast. What does blockchain do? It's distributed ledger technology. It's a digital form of accounting that's permanent. Okay, doesn't go away. All right, it's out there on the internet to stay, and they're using decentralized applications to talk to these blockchains and integrate major corporations into even a private permissioned blockchain within their own corporation that is going to do just this. So I find the timing of this article relevant, and it's really interesting to see like everything just play out in front of you. But with that said, guys, keep in mind, because that's the future of business, where do you think Bitcoin's headed? Because of the money printing from the central banks, where do you think Bitcoin and all these other cryptos are headed? We'll go back to THETA and CHAINLINK. You saw CHAINLINK go from $5 to damn near $20 in a month after it broke that psychological barrier. Where do you think THETA and TFUEL are headed? So, I just want to throw that out there for you guys and leave you with this at the very end. Again, I didn't take my own advice from last week. I kind of made a stupid move, but it wasn't stupid because, I walked away with $17,000 from a $1,400 investment or $1,500. So it wasn't a bad move, but I am kind of kicking myself in the butt for it because I didn't listen to myself. And the lesson learned there is just go with your initial plan. Especially if you don't have any trading experience, just go with your initial plan, buy and hold, buy the dips, at least buy the dips, okay? And then here, I would say probably by like late August, early September, then you can think about maybe liquidating your assets and getting out. But with that said, the prices are going to go up and down. And, like I've said before, they're going to try to shake you out. So during these dips, change your mindset, change your thinking into that of being fearful, switch it into being greedy, okay? That's all I've got for today, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button as well. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. And, like I say, guys, fear nothing, my friends. Until next time.